TLC presents a special presentation of I Can Make You Thin with Paul McKenna. Consult your doctor before beginning this or any new weight loss program. Individual results will vary. This program is for entertainment purposes only. He has started a weight loss revolution, changing the lives of people around the globe.
That's how confident. It's been amazing.
I'm just really grateful.
It's just phenomenal.
And tonight, he will help you lose weight through your television.
Watching this at home through the television set, try this out.
Paul McKenna is one of Britain's most successful self-improvement authors. His life-changing books have sold over 3 million copies worldwide.
Associate motivation, and pleasure. Scale of 1 to 10, where's your desire for the chocolate?
None.
For years, he's been helping people transform themselves from fat to thin with his groundbreaking weight loss method.
Who's had enough of dieting?
From rock stars to royalty, over 500 million TV viewers in 42 countries have watched his show.
It's the easiest thing I've ever done.
It's the easiest way that I've lost weight.
I'm the fittest I've ever been in my life.
I've lost 160 pounds.
185 pounds.
And he wants to make you thin now.
Who's ready for something new?
Previously, through your television, I taught you the 4 golden rules of getting thin. Number 1, when you're truly hungry, go and eat. Number 2, eat what you want, not what you think you should.
Please do this at home as well.
Number 3, always eat consciously.
Put the knife and fork down.
That means slowly, and chew every mouthful with no distractions. Number 4, when you think you're full, stop. In week 2, we learned the tapping technique to conquer emotional hunger.
Concentrate on that feeling. It would normally make you want to go and eat.
In week 3, we learned to kill cravings by using negative association.
We are going to create a feeling of repulsion.
Week 4 was about learning to supercharge your metabolism.
See what you'll see, hear what you'll hear, feel how good you'll feel.
Tonight, through the television, I'm going to show you how I can make you thin.
Thank you. Who here wants to lose weight? Who is losing weight? Tonight, I am going to show you at home how to get totally happy and confident in yourself. I'm going to do it through your television set. Because if all you did was lose weight, but you still weren't happy with yourself, where would the freedom be in that? I'm not interested in making more miserable, thin people. I can make you thin, but I want you to be happy as well. When I started out doing this, I asked people, what do you want? Do you want to be slim? Do you want to be trim? Do you want to lose weight? And everyone pretty much said the same thing. I want to be thin. And when I asked them why, they said, because I think it will make me happy. Now, this show is absolutely about getting thin, but you don't have to wait until you're thin to feel good about yourself. Tonight, I'm going to show you at home how to automatically feel happier every day when you wake up. Yeah, it's going to be good. There was a famous American plastic surgeon back in the 1960s named Dr. Maxwell Maltz, and he found that most people after plastic surgery would have a rise in self-esteem. But he noticed that there were some clients who, no matter how dramatic the surgery was, they didn't feel any better about themselves, and he concluded that they were scarred on the inside. In other words, they thought of themselves as less than, not worthy, not good enough. Now, if you at home have been feeling bad about yourself, tonight, we're going to stop that. When you change the way you think about yourself on the inside, the world changes. I'm going to show you easy techniques to reprogram your mind so you automatically feel better about yourself every day. Okay, let me come talk to some people. Hi, who wants to talk to me? Sir, what's your name?
Michael McCary.
Michael, what have you been noticing?
I'm able to eat soul food now. I haven't eaten soul food in like the last 2 years. I mean, ribs, macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes, banana pudding, and I'm able to eat it without feeling any guilt, and I'm actually losing weight.
Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you, God bless. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Deb.
Deb, what's been happening for you?
I have a lot more energy. I'm cleaning my house like a champ.
Okay, now, anybody else here notice they got more energy? Okay. Oh, by the way, have you lost some weight?
I've lost 4.5 pounds.
Fantastic. That's great. Thank you so much. Brilliant. Okay, who else wants to share something with me? Hi, ma'am. What's your name?
I'm Rashia.
Rashia. Can you tell me, what do you want to share with us?
The other day I went and got cheesesteak. And you know how they give you 2 halves, and usually I would just like plow through it. But after I had my first half, because I was eating consciously, I didn't want the second half anymore. I had to roll it up and put it in the refrigerator. And I feel the confidence is just amazing, and I don't have to freak out around bad food anymore.
So food's becoming your friend again?
That's right, it's becoming my well, not my best friend, but a good friend.
Thank you so much. That's great. Thanks. Okay, I'd like you to meet Claire, who tried dieting all her life with no success. She was resigned to the fact that she was overweight. There was nothing she thought she could do. She was skeptical of this method and wondered if it would work.
My name's Claire Singh. I'm originally from Brighton in the United Kingdom, and I'm 31 years old. I was 13 years old when I noticed I was putting on weight, and pretty much my whole life I kept putting on more and more weight every year until my weight just ballooned. My every waking moment I thought about how affected I was by being fat. I just wore baggy t-shirts, covered myself and tried to hide away. At my heaviest weight, I weighed 294 pounds. Physically, it felt unbearable. My knees hurt. Emotionally, I felt empty. Everything associated with food was guilt, because I would eat and then I would feel terrible for having eaten, but then I would eat more. If I had to look at myself in the mirror, I would see my soul ebbing away and just being taken over by this shell of a person that wasn't really me. I remember one time I was sitting on a bus, and on this one particular occasion, the lady asked me if I'd mind standing because I was taking up her seat as well. It made me feel like I wanted the world to just swallow me up and disappear from sight. I had tried every possible way to lose weight. I thought my life was over, and then my mum told me about Paul McKenna's program. Paul's program clicked with me straight away. It was as if somebody had handed me the key to the secrets that everybody else in this world knew. I got a second chance. I got a second chance to live my life.
Please welcome, all the way from the UK, Claire Singh. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Claire, how much weight have you lost?
112 pounds.
112 pounds! Thank you for flying out here to do this show. I heard you had a very interesting experience at customs, because they looked at your passport photograph and they looked at you.
Yes.
And they said, you are not this person.
Yes, they wouldn't let me in. I had to explain myself why I was here, and I showed him a few photos and to justify who I was.
Yeah.
Eventually, after a little bit of discussion, he was happy to accept it.
Now, how's your life changed?
Beyond recognition. Now the weight loss has kind of become just a secondary thing. My life's so different. It's like I'm living the life I always wanted to live.
What would you say to people that are watching tonight, that are skeptical, that have given up hope, are thinking, it's never going to work for me, I'm no good, you know, all that kind of stuff?
I would say you're allowed to be skeptical. Just practice the steps of the program. It's about empowering you. Your life is, you know, yours for the taking, and this is the key to the rest of your life. It worked for me, it can work for everybody else.
Fantastic. Now, I want to show you something from the past. These are some old pants.
Yes.
Oh, my word. There's room for 2 of you in there.
Yes, I can actually stand in one leg.
OK, well, I want to tell you, those days are over!
Yes.
Claire, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Later in the show, I'm going to show you a powerful technique through the TV that you can use to crank up your happiness and confidence.
It makes me feel good inside.
This really does make a difference.
For more information about I Can Make You Thin, log on to www.tlc.com/thin.
Welcome back. People who are overweight often have low self-esteem and feel bad about themselves. You eat on those feelings, which cheers you up temporarily, but then you put on weight and so you feel bad again. It's a vicious cycle, but it is easy to break. There's a scientific reason why overweight people have low self-esteem.
Very often, people with body image issues have this idea of themselves as having a fixed identity. So they look in the mirror and they think, I am fat. Well, that represents a state that's unchangeable, and so they wind up feeling very stuck in that state. But it really limits the options available to us.
It is when they become obsessional with their image, which is really only such a small part of them, that their lives seem to take a downward spiral and they become very unhappy and very distressed.
You want to look at the self-defeating thoughts that are constantly running through your head that are keeping you stuck. You know, if you think to yourself, I am fat, then exercise is off limits because I am fat. If you think, I am fat and that's embarrassing, then socializing is also off limits. If you change that to, I'm not at my ideal weight, that represents a state that is changeable, that is flexible. Then suddenly, exercise is an option, going out is an option. There are a whole lot more behavioral options available to you.
Okay, so one of the ways that people make themselves feel bad is they say mean things to themselves. Anybody here do that? Yeah? Okay. Now, let's play a little game for a moment. I'd like you to do this at home as well. When you talk to yourself, where is the voice that you use? Is it at the front of your head? Is it at the back? Is it at the sides? I'd like you just talk to yourself with your internal dialogue. And there's some people here going, I don't think I have an internal dialogue. I mean, do I have one? I mean, I'm not sure if I have one. Yeah, that voice there, that's the one I'm talking about. Where's your internal dialogue? Is it at the front? Is it at the back? Is it at the side? Show me where it is right now, everybody. Yeah, okay. Let me just have a quick chat with you. Hi, what's your name?
Lauren.
Lauren, what do you say to yourself? What kind of things? When you look in the mirror, what do you say?
That I'm ugly, that I'm fat. I
You're
just
ugly,
don't look
you
right.
just can't get it right?
Yes, kind of in my mother's voice.
In your mother's voice. Ah! We just struck gold. Anybody? This is your mother?
Yes. This is national TV.
We have a sinner with us. So this is your mother.
And grandma.
Okay. Oh, grandmother's. What? Let's get it all in. Well, she didn't talk mean to you when you were a child, did she? All right. See, let's all just try an experiment, shall we? So when you say these mean things to yourself, where's the voice? Is it at the front of your head, the back of the side?
I think
it's there.
the back
Right,
side.
give me that voice. Whoosh, I got it here, yeah? And it says, you're ugly, your hair's not right, you don't look right. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
It says that? Now, I want to move this voice further and further away, and I'm going to change the tone of it, because if you're going to say this stuff to yourself, I don't want you to be able to take it seriously. So hear it like this. You're ugly. Your hair don't look right. You do not do that. You're ugly, your hair don't look right. You don't look like that. Now, when you hear the voice like that, what's the difference?
It's humorous. You don't take it seriously.
You don't take it seriously. Now, try and imagine doing that in the mirror right now.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same effect.
Doesn't have the same emotional impact, does it? Did anybody ever say anything mean to you about your weight?
Oh, roundabout kind of ways, like they'll imply it.
Like, how would they say it?
Like, oh, you need to eat better, or you need to take more care of yourself. Should you really be eating that? Should you be eating that much?
Okay, so when you think about the person that said that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Picture them, yeah? Where's their face? In front of you, to the left or right? Picture them. Where are they?
Down to the side.
Here? Give me their face. Put it over here, all right? Now, I want you to have them say, should you be better than that? Should you be better than that? Send it away. Okay, so when you think of it like that, what's the difference?
It doesn't have the same effect.
Ah, it doesn't. Okay, have a seat back down. Who else wants to share something with me? Ma'am, hi. Hi, what's your name?
Joanna.
Joanna, hi. What do you want to tell me about?
After I had my daughter, I got down to my ideal size, and then it pretty much all went to hell.
Your life fell apart, did it?
No, not my life, just my body.
Your body fell apart, did it?
Pretty much. It's jiggly in all the wrong places.
What, your eyebrows are jiggling, your chin's jiggling, your ears, your feet?
Well, mostly all in my stomach. I gain all my weight in my stomach.
So you've gained some weight in your stomach?
Yes.
Okay, now, this is one of the things that people do very often, is they'll overgeneralize, I've noticed. They'll go, it's all gone to hell. That's a long way from, I've put a little weight on around my stomach. This is what I want you to do. If you are hating a part of you, you're resisting it, it actually doesn't help the whole process to work. Yeah? So what we want to do is send love to those parts of ourselves that we've disowned. Because a lot of people do this. They go, I'm not going to feel good until I look like a supermodel, right? Until I've lost this much weight. You know, people do this all the time. They put off their happiness, you know, to some future date. What I want you to do is give me your hand here. Right, now, imagine there's a ball there. That's it. Close your eyes. And I want you to take all the feelings of self-loathing and hatred from out of your stomach, put them down through your arm and into that ball in your hand, that imaginary ball. Take them all out, all the feelings of shame, all the feelings of loathing, all the feelings of hate. That's it, take them there, put them into that ball, that's it. That's it, every last bit out of your body. There you go, that's it, until it's in that ball there. Ooh, what kind of color is it?
Like dark gray.
It's dark gray. Is it all out yet?
Pretty much, yeah.
Open your eyes, look at it, give it to me. Woo. Now, I know that's a little weird, but we're not finished yet. Okay. Look at me. Close your eyes. Think about somebody who you love and someone who loves you.
Okay.
Yeah? You remember that feeling of love in your heart? Mm-hmm. Take that feeling of love and take it and put it in your tummy and spread that love to your tummy. Because I know you want your tummy to change, but I want you to love and accept your stomach the way it is right now. Is your tummy feeling better?
Yeah.
It is. Open your eyes, come on back out. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, so we've been discovering that some simple changes in the way you think can make dramatic changes in the way you feel. In just a moment, you're going to meet someone who didn't have low self-esteem. She had no self-esteem. Watch her incredible transformation, because I'm going to be doing it with you through the television set a little bit later.
It makes me feel good inside.
This really does make a difference.
For more information about I Can Make You Thin, log on to www.tlc.com/thin.
Welcome back. Nearly everybody criticizes themselves when they look in the mirror. But Bevan was suffering from what's called body dysmorphia. When she looked in the mirror, she'd see an ugly person and be harshly critical of herself.
My name is Bevan. I'm 32 years old. I'm a lawyer. I think that the only thing they changed was the wording of the subjects of discovery. I'm in the office from 9 a.m. to between 7 and 9 p.m. every day. This is Bevan. Yes, professionally, I have no qualms with the way I look because I don't need appearance in litigation. Okay, thank you. But socially, I tend to be very shy and reserved. All of my friends are beautiful, and I tend to kind of stay in the background with them. When I look at myself, I wish I could lose weight and keep it off and not gain it back. And I wish that I could be nicer to myself about the way I look. I step on the scale every morning. It's one of the first things I do. It's become more of an addiction than anything else. My bathroom walls are all mirrors. When I see myself in the reflection, I'm instantaneously mean to myself. I decided to do this now because I just recently started taking notice of how mean I am to myself, and I wanted to change that. I tell myself that I'm not good enough. I tell myself that I'm not pretty enough. I tell myself that nobody would want to be with me or nobody would be attracted to me because of the way I look.
Part of what keeps people stuck in self-destructive habits like overeating is low self-worth. But there's a really simple approach to changing our perceptions that increases our self-esteem and makes it easier for us to lose weight. Watch what happened when I did this simple process with Bevan, because I'm going to do it with you at home in just a moment. The way we think about ourselves has a powerful impact upon our behaviors. So what I'm going to ask you to do in just a moment is to turn around and look at yourself, and I want you to notice what it is you say to yourself. Turn around and have a look. Take me into your world of self-criticism. What do you actually say to yourself about particular, does your eye go to a particular feature?
It goes to this area.
Yeah, and what do you say?
Disproportionate. Disgusting. Big ass. Thunder thighs. Nobody would ever be attracted to it or want it.
How you feeling?
Emotional.
Yeah. What I don't want you to do is beat yourself up for having beaten yourself up.
Okay.
Because you didn't know any better. You see, if you're going to talk this nonsense to yourself, we're going to have to make it sound like nonsense. Look at yourself, and I want you to repeat it inside your head like this. I am disproportionate. I have a big ass. Nobody would ever be attracted to me. We have to stop this internal voice and repeating with your internal dialogue, go. I accept my shape. I accept my ass. I accept the way I look. I accept myself. Stop, come on back. Something weird happened. Ooh, we touched another emotion. What I need you to do next is, I need you to think of somebody, perhaps a famous person, who is attractive. You know?
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie, oh yeah. Turn around this way, close your eyes, there we go. Imagine Angelina Jolie standing in front of you, yeah? Are you inside Angelina Jolie's body?
Yeah.
Yeah? How does she feel on the inside?
Confident. She
feels confident. Stay in Angelina Jolie's confidence. We are borrowing from the confidence of Angelina Jolie. Now, open your eyes and look at yourself now. That's it. You are beautiful. There you go. Look at yourself all the way up and down. Do you know what's different for me? Your body language, right? Because before there was all this. Now, more upright. And you look different. You actually physically look different. Do you think it's possible someone could find you attractive?
I think it's possible. I'm just kind of amazed that I'm actually looking at myself.
That's brilliant. Thank you for doing that. It was really courageous.
When I don't do the mirror exercise every day, the negative thoughts definitely creep back into my head more. Initially, I was skeptical and didn't think it would last after he was gone, and it has, which is really nice for me. I can actually look in mirrors now, which is remarkable for me, and the fact that I can do it after the fact. He's no longer here. He's not standing next to me telling me it's okay, and I can still look in mirrors. It's been 5 days since I saw Paul. I think the thing that I noticed most quickly about the experience was that it was a lot more emotional than I thought it was going to be. I already am night and day than where I was before, but I'm looking forward to making the steps more and more so that I'm even better. Prior to meeting with Paul, I think that every morning started with me saying mean things to myself. By the time that I finish the mirror exercise and get to that feeling that I'm supposed to get to, the best feeling I got was making me comfortable in my own skin. I'm not doubting myself as much, and I'm a lot more confident, and being comfortable in my own skin is the best way to describe it. Today is the first time I'm going shopping in a long time for myself, and usually I walk down, have my eyes on the ground, and don't, look around. You gotta try it on. This time I was walking around and kind of like laughing to myself. So it's just a completely different kind of state of being.
Ooh, look at you.
I think shopping used to be a nightmare for me.
It's cute.
I definitely have the thoughts of liking the way I look a lot more than I used to.
You look good.
I don't think I ever used to have those thoughts. Now I'll look in the mirror and feel like I look good and feel confident walking out the door. It's a huge difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bevan Allen.
Hey, Bevan, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
You look fantastic.
Thank you, I feel fantastic.
You look like a different person to that person that we just saw.
I think I am a different person. For the first time in 32 years, I'm actually comfortable in my own skin.
Wow, that's beautiful. Isn't that a beautiful thing to hear? Isn't that fantastic? So, you lost weight as well, haven't you?
I have.
How much weight have you?
12 pounds.
12 pounds! But it's not just about the weight loss, is it?
The weight loss has been kind of a byproduct of it. I'm not as concerned about the weight loss anymore. It's more about me being happy.
It's a good thing.
It's a very good thing.
Thank you so much, Bevan. When we feel good, the world's a better place. In just a moment, I'm going to show you at home how you can instantly feel better about yourself.
It makes me feel good inside.
This really does make a difference.
For more information about I Can Make You Thin, log on to www.tlc.com/thin.
TLC presents a special presentation of I Can Make You Thin with Paul McKenna. Consult your doctor before beginning this or any new weight loss program. Individual results will vary. This program is for entertainment purposes only.
Welcome back. We've been talking about self-image, which is another way of saying the way we think about ourselves. Now, if we think about ourselves in a positive way, it has a direct impact on how happy we feel and what we can achieve in our lives. So we're going to do some exercises right now, simple thought experiments that have a dramatic effect upon how we feel. And I want you to do these at home. First of all, let's get ourselves into a really good place. I'd like you to make yourself comfortable and close your eyes. And I would like you to think about somebody who you know who loves and respects you. Think about somebody and imagine that they're in front of you right now. And I'd like you to imagine floating out of yourself and float into them. And look at yourself through their eyes. Look at yourself through the eyes of love and respect. Notice the things about you that perhaps you hadn't noticed until now. Some of the qualities that you have, or maybe some of the things you do that they really love about you, they really respect about you. Get that lovely, warm feeling of love going on inside you. When you feel really good, looking at yourself through the eyes of love and respect, take that picture of yourself and those good feelings and float all the way back into yourself. And in future, when you think about yourself like that. Open your eyes, come on, back out. Who feels good? Yeah. Okay, now you're feeling good. Let's get rid of any old negative feelings that are still left. Okay, what I want you to do, make a ball right now. Make an imaginary ball. Everybody, do this at home. Do this at home. Close your eyes, and I want you to take all of those feelings and flow them out, down through your arm and into that ball. Any uncomfortable feelings. Yeah, if you don't like your stomach, if you don't like your head, if you don't like your shoulders, if you don't like your arms, if you don't like your hair, any of that. All those feelings are leaving your body. That's it. Let them leave your body. Let them go into that ball, into that ball. And when all those feelings are out of your body and in that ball, open your eyes and look at that ball. There you go. Look at the ball and then do this. Yeah, that's it, yeah. There we go. Woo! That's it. So, now, who speaks to themselves in a negative way? Who gives themselves a hard time when they look in the mirror? Okay, I want you to make a quick checklist of the things that you say to yourself when you look in the mirror. What do you say? Do you say fat face, fat thighs, you know, ugly hair, that sort of thing? What I want you to do is I want you to imagine saying it in a ridiculous voice. Imagine you're looking in a mirror right now. Close your eyes and say it like this. I have a fat face. I have fat thighs. I have horrible hair. Say it like that and keep saying it until you can no longer take it seriously. And then stop, open your eyes, come on, back out. Now, who here, when they look in the mirror, doesn't feel happy and comfortable with themselves? Yeah? What I'd like you to do is I would like you to just stand up for a moment. Stand up, stand up. Here we go, stand up. And I want you to imagine somebody who you think of as very attractive is standing in front of you. And I want you to step into them. Now, say, for me, right, I'm going to pick Sean Connery. He's a handsome guy. I'm going to put Sean Connery there. And step in now, step in. That's it. Now I'm Sean Connery, okay? Yeah? So I want you to do it. Pick somebody you think's iconically beautiful. Now, take a pace forward and step into them. That's it. Stand the way they stand. Breathe the way they breathe. Smile the way they smile. There you go. That's it, good. Now, what I want you to do is feel their beauty. How good does it feel to feel the beauty of this person? Yeah. Get in touch with that and spread that feeling up to the top of your head, down to the tips of your toes. And what I want you to do is to send the beauty that they have to yourself when you look at the mirror. And instead of saying, you have fat face, fat eyes, fat thighs, I want you to say, in that voice that you speak to yourself with inside your mind, I accept myself. Say it inside your mind, I accept myself. Imagine that you're looking at yourself in the mirror and send love to yourself. I accept myself. I accept myself. There you go. Send a lot of love to yourself. Okay, open your eyes, come on back out. Now, what I want you to do is to remember a time that somebody paid you a compliment and you felt good. They said something like, my friend thinks you look hot. And you had a sort of cheeky walk for about half an hour, you know? Or they said something like, I don't know, you look so beautiful tonight. And you went, oh, do I, yeah? I want you to close your eyes and remember a time that somebody paid you a compliment and you felt good. And I want you to return to that time like you're back there again now. See what you saw, hear what you heard, feel how good you felt. Making the colors in this memory richer and brighter, making the sounds louder, making the feeling stronger. Running through that time, seeing what you saw, hearing what you heard, feeling how good you felt, remembering that compliment. The colors rich, bright, bold, sounds loud, and the feeling strong. That's it, good. That's it, keep remembering that compliment, feeling that good feeling. Remember it again, that's it. Seeing what you saw, hearing what you heard, feeling how good you felt. That's it, remember that compliment loud, feel those feelings strong. That's it, doing it again and again. That's it, when you feel really, really good, I want you to imagine looking at yourself in the mirror and sending the love and those good feelings to yourself in the mirror. Do it now. That's it, good. And then open your eyes, come on back out. Who feels good when they think about themselves right now? Thank you very much. Have a seat. Okay, so this is what I want you to do at home every time you look in the mirror. First of all, close your eyes. Think about somebody who you know loves and respects you. Float out of yourself, float into them, and look at yourself through their eyes. Look at yourself through the eyes of love and respect. Notice all the good qualities and all the beauty that they see in you. Float back into yourself. Imagine somebody standing in front of you who's iconically beautiful. Imagine stepping to them. And imagine standing the way they stand and feeling how good they feel. And then I want you to remember a time that somebody paid you a compliment. Do it with your eyes closed. Run through that memory. See what you saw. Hear what you heard. Feel how good you felt. That's right. Remembering that time you felt that compliment, remember it again and again and again and again. And only when you feel really good, open your eyes and look at yourself in the mirror and associate good feelings and feelings of attraction to the person you see in the mirror and accept yourself. We have been following Paul and Claudia over the course of the whole series, and after this, we're going to check in with them and see for the last time how successful they've been.
It makes me feel good inside.
This really does make a difference.
For more information about I Can Make You Thin, log on to www.tlc.com/thin.
Welcome back. When I first met Paul and Claudia a few months ago, Claudia wanted to lose weight before her wedding day. Paul wanted to make it there alive. For the first time in years, Paul's losing weight and keeping it off.
I'm excited about the future. It looks a lot better than it did 4 months ago. When I started the show, I was a little over 530 pounds. Paul McKenna's plan is amazing. First, it wasn't natural. Now that I know how to eat consciously and eat slower, my body's trained, and now it's natural. Before I met Paul McKenna, I would never really think about what I was eating. I would just get it and eat it and overeat, definitely.
I used to really inhale my food. I used to eat really quickly.
and just keep eating.
I look at myself now and I see a happier person. I see someone who has something to live for. Because of my weight loss, I feel more active. I can't wait to wake up in the morning and get up and do stuff. Now, I'm still big and I know where I want to be, and by following these simple rules, I know what I need to do to get there.
I feel really good. I've been more active. My jeans are definitely looser. My belt is definitely on the last rung. The wedding's coming upon us really soon, and I'm pleased with my progress.
I have a vision of what I'd like to look like on my wedding day.
Let me measure your waistline.
I stepped out of the dressing room.
Bust line.
I got to look in front of the mirror. Seeing myself in the wedding dress I chose was surreal. And my eyes welled up with tears.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Thank you. I got goosebumps and I just was like, okay, this is it. I'm a bride.
After the wedding, I can't wait to go to Hawaii and get in the water and actually go surfing.
Still have never seen you surf.
Really?
I've never seen you surf.
I know a few months ago I wouldn't have been able to even paddle out. If I keep going on the path that I'm on, I will succeed. I will be where I want to be, and I will be doing the things I want to do.
It's nice to be having an outside picnic instead of an inside picnic on our bed.
Where's the channel changer?
No remote, honey. This
is the huge screen, though. I don't see myself going off this program because it's so natural to me. It's a new lifestyle, and it's healthy. It's good for me. Have you noticed that I enjoy eating more now that I'm eating less? You know what I mean? Claudia is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
All right, last bite.
I'm done. You can have this for lunch tomorrow. I want to be there for forever, for the rest of her life. I'm really happy that I got to work with Paul McKenna. The tips that he has taught me, and Claudia, well, I'll keep for the rest of my life. Here's to both of us looking and feeling great on our special day.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paul Hatter and Claudia Jaime. Thank you very much for coming this evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
How much weight you lost?
I have lost 9 pounds.
Yeah! Paul, how much weight have you lost?
I've lost 33 pounds.
33 pounds! Fantastic. You look much more healthy, Paul. I mean, I got to admit, when I first saw you, I was worried for you.
Yeah, when I first met you, I could barely walk to my car without breathing hard, and I'd take several naps a day, and now I feel awesome. I look for things to do.
Yeah.
I have so much more energy. I feel great.
Okay, now, I remember when we first met, you were out of control around ice cream. That was your drug of choice.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, you get a tub and just plow through it.
I could eat it 3 times a day, every meal. Yeah, no problem.
Still eat some ice cream?
Oh, definitely. Like the other day, when I did the last time I had ice cream, I didn't finish the whole thing. I put it back in the freezer instead of finishing off the carton.
Yeah.
Like I normally used to do.
Fantastic. Now, Paul, what does the future hold for you?
Before I didn't think it was much in my future. I didn't really care about it.
Yeah.
And now, Claudia and I are engaged. We're getting married in a few weeks, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her.
You've got something to live for. Yeah, definitely. God bless, Paul. Thank you. Less than 30 days ago, we weighed our entire studio audience. When we come back, we'll share some amazing results with you.
It makes me feel good inside.
This really does make a difference.
For more information about I Can Make You Thin, log on to www.tlc.com/thin.
Days ago, when we started this journey, we weighed our studio audience and asked each of them how much they wanted to lose. We weighed them again today before the show, and the results are astounding. Let's have a little chat with Chris. Chris, do you know how much you've lost?
8 pounds.
8 pounds. How do you feel about yourself?
This has been like a really tough year for me. I'd been at my all-time high in weight, and I realize now what a deep depression I was in.
Yep.
And I've kind of popped out of it. It's really kind of amazing to me.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you've lost weight and you feel better.
I feel a lot better. I feel like a new person.
Thank you so much. Okay. Andre. Hey, how much weight have you lost, Andre?
I've lost 13 pounds.
13 pounds! You've eaten what you've wanted.
I have. I've been eating everything I wanted. But,
and yet you've dropped 13 pounds in less than 30 days.
It's been fascinating, you know.
And so it wasn't difficult, was it?
No, it actually wasn't. I've actually enjoyed food more because now I'm actually tasting it.
Andre, thank you so much. Okay. Where is Tony? Tony, you've been doing this system for nearly 30 days?
Yes, correct.
What differences have you noticed?
A lot more self-confident. I feel like I'm 50 now, and I feel like I'm 26 again.
Wow. Do you know how much weight you've lost in less than 30 days?
17 pounds.
17 pounds! Tony, I want to show you what 17 pounds looks like. This is how much extra weight you were carrying. Take hold of that. Wow.
Flashback.
Yeah. That's what it used to feel like, right?
Oh, yeah, and I felt awful, I'll tell you.
You've eaten whatever you wanted.
Yep.
Feel good?
I feel great.
Throw that weight away forever. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. I want to say to all of you, keep with the system and you'll continue to see amazing results. And for your final assignment, I want you at home to weigh yourselves. And please, let me know how well you've done. I can't wait to hear from you. This week, I want you to step into somebody who loves and respects you and see yourself through the eyes of love and respect. Remember a time you received a compliment, how good it felt. See what you saw, hear what you heard, feel how good it felt. You'll feel so good, you'll be sending out different emotional signals to the world. You'll become a more attractive person and people will treat you differently. The world will become a better place. Once again, thanks to Claire Singh for coming all the way from the UK. Thank you to Paul Hatter and Claudia Jaime. And thank you to Bevan Allen. And I want to thank all of you in the studio audience who came to all 5 programs and all of you watching at home who've tuned in throughout the series. Just making the effort to join me each week and having the courage to try something new means that you value yourself. And I hope that's rewarded. You've now got the tools and the knowledge that you need to take control of your life, to lose weight and to be happy and feel good about yourself. I've given you my method. Now it's up to you. What are you going to do when you're hungry? You're going to go and eat. And you're going to eat what you want, not what you think you should. And how are you going to eat? Consciously. And then when you think you're full, what are you going to do? Stop. Good night. God bless you.
It makes me feel good inside.
This really does make a difference.
For more information about I Can Make You Thin, log on to www.tlc.com/thin.
This has been a presentation by TLC of I Can Make You Thin with Paul McKenna. Consult your doctor before beginning this or any new weight loss program. Individual results will vary. This program is for entertainment purposes only.